Today, we're going to analyze global number 2 Layla Jungle rotation. Imagine that. So without further ado, let's get the video started.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you, just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit.
Yo guys, how's everyone doing? This is your guy Assassin Dave. Welcome back to Foreign Famous once again. Today we're gonna take a look at global number 2 Layla Jungle rotation. Very interesting strategy. Layla Jungle is definitely not the best because I prefer Layla going to the gold lane with sufficient protection. This way, like, you can farm a lot of gold and everything, so you can really scale up, especially with a Saber Jungle. I think that's gonna be really good for Layla in the game. But they decided to go Layla Jungle, and this is a global number 2, so it's not something that I want to question right now. I want to see exactly how that works. Right off the bat, you can see Layla already invading to the jungle. He didn't even get the retreat on the blue buff, but able to get away just fast enough. That's kind of scary though, to be honest. Enemy have 4, they have 3 people. They could have died there. They also have Eudora on their team, which is quite interesting. Now, before we continue, guys, I've partnered up with Aptoid, the biggest, largest independent third-party app store that you can re-download your Mobile Legends. Now, here is the catch. I've partnered up with them, so as long as you download your Mobile Legends through the link in description, you can get up to 15 to 25% period bonus diamonds every time you purchase. Now, on top of that, most exciting thing is starting September 22nd to September 28th, you'll be getting up to 25% to 75% extra diamond. That means if you spend like $100 to buy extra diamonds, you'll get 75% extra of that every time you purchase during that week. Now, every single day we're gonna have a different rate, so make sure to stay tuned because I will be uploading daily videos. I'll also be uploading a daily community post to inform you the most updated date starting September 22nd to September 28th. So what you're waiting for, make sure to re-download your Mobile Legends with the link in description right now, and let's continue back with this video. You can see right now Layla, it's quite interesting that he's taking jungle with Retribution. He does have Retri right here. It seems going to be a pretty cluster fight with enemy have a lot of people bombarding them, but they're not able to get to Layla. I noticed that their team are actually very vigilant on protecting and staying on top of Layla. So even with Retribution and this Lancelot's not able to get on top of him, Layla just walked past by the turtle and got it. Even though they're playing Layla Jungle, but they're playing the game like a regular Mythical Glory high elo rotation, right? When turtle comes up, you go to the turtle. I'm not so sure about that. Like I said, I think Layla needed farm, and early rotation to turtle might be too scary, but it turned out that it worked out for them. I think their team just overall has a lot better synergy. And by the way, I think this is most likely a Feynman, you know, because you can't really pull this kind of protection off or pull this kind of synergy where your support is doing jungle for you and you just come here and clean up. That everything is centered around this Layla. Once again, I gotta emphasize, if you want to play Layla and you have a team, I really recommend you go Layla gold lane, especially when your gold lane is on the bottom side. Like, you can see that once you get in the rank game, which lane is gold lane, which lane is experience lane. If the gold lane is on the bottom lane, you can take out that Layla and have a Saber jungle to protect you through the whole game and just farm. Because Layla in the lane farm a lot faster than jungle. If you don't know right now, jungle is more of a support rotation role. They don't really farm that fast. Now the rotating top, we see Blue actually engaged on his own, but Layla really decided to come to the top lane to kill the left alone Bellman. The ultimate connected, another kill for Layla, 2-0 right now. Very interesting. Did not know the Lancelot is hiding there, but Ruby kind of get a, oh! You know, if I was a Lancelot, I would at least go in, skill 1, auto attack with the ultimate. Because you have to understand, this Layla doesn't have flicker, doesn't have anything. He's a Retribution Layla. Like, literally, if you get on top of him with Lancelot, Layla's dead. So I guess you gotta attribute this game like Layla. How is global number 2 Layla able to jungle with this? Pretty much, I think they know their enemy in a way. Like, you think the enemy kind of just way worse than them, so they're able to play pretty cocky and pretty aggressively. Oh, here it might be scary, but he's not going there. Quite smart. Selena died. See, imagine if Layla walked over there. That's really good rotation from the Layla. Like, that over there was actually class A, you know, precaution. You do not want to go to any dangerous bushes as Layla, and that's exactly what she did. She kind of felt like there was someone there. Even if she didn't, she just know like that's not a bush I can get close to, and she just get really careful. Now that's something that everyone can learn from as a Layla player. So right after that, Layla did not participate in any more team fights. Just go back to jungle and farm. Like I said, in lane Layla, you might farm a little better, but in jungle Layla, I think the advantage here is if your jungle, if your side lane is kind of winning, if your side lane is doing okay, and if you have a really good support, you're well protected. You can see Layla, like he's able to farm the whole time, not too much interruption. But if you go silent Layla, you might be bullied, right? People might come to your lane, just hyper focus you. Now their entire team rotate to the top lane. This might be a suicide move. Belmont, nice hook from Ruby over there, but that just turned out to be a suicide there. Oh, look at the damage. And sure enough, that's gonna be a kill. Then that's exactly what I'm talking about. If Lancelot did this early on, I think they will be killing this Layla a little bit early on too, you know? And just for the benefit of the viewers, I'm gonna move my camera to the top, to the left bottom corner. I realized that was kind of blocking the score. But let's continue on this gameplay. When Layla comes back, you can see immediately go back to farm, get everything right now. At this point, it's 3-1-1. That's first death. Can Lancelot get more kill from him? Because if you look at the entire team, Lancelot really have a free game. In the far side, to be honest, you got Layla, you got a Eudora. They can't really do anything to Lancelot. Lancelot have a lot of mechanics that he can use, can leverage, dodge skills from Eudora, from a lot of people actually. So over here, but again, it all depends on how well Glue can peel, how well Eudora can protect, right? If they stick in a safe distance and then just kind of peel for each other, that's going to be pretty good. Layla's not even interested in participating in this team fight. Kind of use ultimate to poke a little bit. Ooh, Glue does hijack the Lancelot. That's really good because it's #1 threat you got to take care of. And Farsight used the ultimate kind of haphazardly from the enemy team. Now Layla is just really free to deal damage. The Lancelot's gone, the Farsight's gone. Oh, that was close, Belmont. Belmont had a really good thought over there, but if you're not able to kill Layla in one shot, you can see once you're getting a safe distance, really good turnaround from Layla right there. Immediately turn the fight around, not wasting any time, not wasting like any extra seconds. Immediately come to turtle and start hitting on this turtle right here. Everything he does is heavily prioritized on map objectives. There's no extra time wasted on pushing and then try to get unnecessary kills. You can see Layla is playing defensive aggressive, right? In the sense of when enemy teams start fighting towards her, she kite back and fight back. So that's something that you can really learn from, because Layla is not really good at chasing people, but Layla is really, really good at fighting back, counter aggression. So over here, when their entire team is fighting towards enemy jungle, but Layla just decided, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and take some jungle farm. She's not even going to lane because again, she's completely by herself. You know her team is kind of dying. So instead of going to a position where it can be really risky, she decided to come to jungle and just farm. And now rotate to the team and farm. So a lot of Layla player would have just gone bottom lane and take this entire bottom farm right here, right, on the minimap. But no, this Layla actually decided to go with a really smart move. And this is what you get with over 1,500 games of Layla. You know, you understand exactly where I can go, where I cannot. In this case, Layla just cannot go bottom. Level 12 at this point and protected throughout beginning to end. Able to free farm. Look, 2 levels had this Belmont. If you are not able to get a kill on Belmont, oh, look at Layla. Not even pursuing any further because you know there's a Lancelot already and there's a Farsight already. Eudora, beautiful stun there. Farsight did not get to Layla. Lancelot tried, but get CC'd by Ruby instantaneously, and Eudora follow up with another stun. That was beautiful. That's how you're supposed to protect Layla. Oh, Belmont, that might be suicide there. I don't know about that, Chief. Oh, Glue, look at that damage. Layla just one auto attack, killing spree instantaneously. Right now, every single auto attack is about 1,000 to 1,300 damage crit. The skill 1, I can only imagine doing a lot more damage. For people who don't know, skill 1 crits as well. In fact, I think it does a lot more damage than Layla's auto attack. So you can see right here, the skill 1 does insane amount of burst damage. Ooh, look at that speed on taking out big objectives like Lord. Glue is once again like really, really aggressive on the top side. You can see, look at the minimap. Layla is camping, very careful. I like that. She know, like this little player know that he's playing a jungle, doesn't have any tools to get away. So he's making sure like he doesn't show up first unless there's farm he can take. And now red buff is out, jungle is up, so he can come to bottom lane. That's something he can do, knowing that, oh, I'm just gonna farm right now, so it's okay for you to kind of know my position, but ignore the bottom lane farm, very importantly, because again, it's too dangerous, too far away from Layla, who doesn't have a lot of mobility. Now, once again, rotating to the Lord. Now, you probably see on the minimap that 3 enemies are showing on the bottom side, so I want to see what Layla want to do here. Do you want to go back to defend, or do you want to take the Lord? They do have 3 people here. Belmont is available. Belmont is around. Belmont can use the ultimate to potentially steal. But look at that speed. How fast they're able to take this down. 2,000 damage crit with a skill 1. That is crazy. Lancelot's coming in. Can they reach him? Oh, Kufa, beautiful push though, but it's not enough. Layla's way too farmed. That ultimate flicker, unfortunately, also didn't stun him. And Lancelot backed away already. Glue is sticking onto Lancelot in the back. I don't know about that, Chief, but able to get Lancelot quite low. Oh, keep on chasing the ultimate. 717 on Layla right now with the lore coming in. At this point, if you just... I don't think Lancelot can even touch him. Look at the level difference. Layla's level 15, Lancelot's level 12. Everybody on the team's level 12. Look at the damage right now. Holy, every all attack that crits is like 1/3 of somebody's health at this point. Cuirass jumping in. Might not be the best. One ultimate. Selena already got the kill. A 7-1. Lancelot try to jump in. 2 all attack. Unstoppable Layla. God damn. The jungle Layla. When you have a good team, I think that's what happens. An instant monster kills on this jungle Layla, guys. Look at the score. 8-1 and 9. Just pure attack speed at him. There's not even armor penetration, which is quite interesting because if you look at any team, they have Kufra who's building physical defense, and you got obviously Uranus, you got Belmont. But when you're so far ahead, it doesn't really matter. At this point, he built whatever, he still does damage. Like what I would have done is like sell this Windtalker. If I'm gonna start out with Scarlet Phantom, I wouldn't build Windtalker right away. I would just go for like eventually. Everything else I'll keep the same. I'll sell the Windtalker for Malefic Roar. I think that's going to be a really good build. But it worked out for this global number 2 Layla, guys. What do y'all think? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. With that, Assistant Dave signing off. We'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.
Just for the